What is going on, guys? Skip here, and welcome back to another episode in our Road to Glory series. Today we are back with some red ball cricket as we take on the Vics at the MCG. If you did join us last episode, you would have seen Pjizma and the boys fall short to the Queensland Bulls at home, so hopefully today they can fix their head, fix their hearts, travel to Melbourne and pick up a fat dub. If we do have a quick squiz at Pjizma Pant, you can see his overall rating is 81. The defense is on the rise. The form is on a 45. But I tell you what, one ball, one moment, and one safe pair of hands could just be the difference between a beer or a water. We're going to leave it there, ladies and gents. Let's see what the big fella can do. I'll catch us at the toss. If you do enjoy your Cricket 22 content, make sure you hit that thumbs up button. Leave a cheeky comment down below. I promise you'll take a fifer in your next innings. We do live stream over on Twitch 4 days a week. I'll leave all my links in the description, so make sure you click on in, come and say g'day, and let's continue to put cricket back on the map. So here we are, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the MCG for this 4-day match between Victoria and the Tigers. Big Pjizma Pant keeps himself at number 5 today. He reps that captain's armband. We're coming up against Seymour, Harris and the boys, so the pressure is going to be on from ball 1. The captains meet out in the middle. Pjizma calls tails to start the new year in 2024. It's not going to fail him this time, so hopefully the boys are up and about. We get a hard standard wicket today, and I tell you what, let's change things up and have a bat. We'll catch the Tassie Tigers out in the middle. We'll catch the Tassie Tigers out in the middle. They do. Pjizma Pant walking in at familiar territory. 59 for 3 in the 19th over. Sutherland rolls in ball 1. Pjizma steps across. Says, welcome to 2024, ladies and gents. I'm not going to pick up 4, but I'm going to call through 3. Jimmy Pattinson's going to take his time, and the start is positive. Well, I tell you what, he's fed up already. 62 for 3 off 19 as Pattinson rolls in and Pij gets forward and defends. Partnerships are key. That's just one thing we couldn't get going last episode. Doran had a crack, and I tell you what, Pjizma's going to stay with him. He gets on the back, Todd to Sutherland. He's running fast and hard today. He wants as many runs as he can get, and the big dog comes back for yet another 3. He's 5.4 overs in, 1 for 17. It's his ground, it's his moment. Pish says, suck on that, Scotty. I'm going to step on your full toss. I might not hit you for 4, but we're running in 3s today, ladies and gents, and get me back into double figures. One slip, short leg, short, fine leg. We've got a sweeper out on the offside as Holland's in this time. He's through him. Tell you what, it's just a good change of pace early in this bloke's innings. The pressure is well and truly on. As this time Pish says, nah, I'm throwing the bat at it and surely I'll pick up 4. Yes, he does. That was more of a hit and hope, I tell you that much. Pressure has built. Pjizma 17 off 28. Holland in, and Pjizma just chooses to play inside the line. Sutherland into the attack, and maybe this is where Pjizma does his counter-attacking. He gets a short one. First ball says, hey, you got to be a little quicker to put this one through Pjizma's grill, and he comes back for 2. Oh, good intent. You're rolling well. The Tigers do their best and lose a wicket. How accustomed have we become to seeing that? But more importantly, this as well. Pjizma steps on it, says, Bowie Webster, welcome to the crease. There's 4. 30 off 50. Haven't seen this tempo for a while, but we do know that when you bowl straight with spin, the sweep shot comes into it for Pij. He picks up another couple, and he's got the hammer and nails out. He's building this innings. Realistically, all they need is 200 to just apply some scoreboard pressure. Short in again, it's a little fuller, and Pjizma goes the helicopter. Well, there's a head loss if I've ever seen one. Maybe that's why he's down in Tassie. Short comes in, he's a little straighter and skiddier, and Pjizma doesn't quite get all of it, but enough to come back for yet another couple. Well run, boys. Need to stick it all together, Pij. You've got all day to bat, son. Short comes in, Pjizma then plays through the V. He gets nothing on it, and after 37, Tassie for 118 for 4. The pressure from the Vicks has been absolutely outstanding. Scotty Boland comes into the attack. He bowls his line and length. And Pjizma clips this down a fine leg. Does he come back for 2? No, he doesn't. Webster 14 off 42. Boland rolls in. He bowls a length ball and Pij finally gets a little bit of middle on it and pumps it through mid on for 4. Shot of the episode. The fast men come back into the game, and this is where we can score some runs. If we can play in the V and just keep it tight, the scoreboard will tick. Pattinson rolls in, and Pjizma just gets a picket fence to mid-wicket. It's been about 20 overs that we've been at the crease, and we've just crawled our way to 45. Sutherland comes in, and he bowls on our hips. Pjizma just flicks it nicely. Does he pick up 4? Yes, he does. Well, it takes the great man to 49. We have been making 50s for fun recently. Sutherland in, it's a hard volley. Pij says, thank you very much. I'll just clip it to short fine leg. I'll take 2 for shits and gigs. I'll get myself to 51 and raise the bat at the MCG. Thank you! Well, no longer have we celebrated our 50 and we lose another wicket. Bo Webster, you goose. What can Pij do here? He gets it on the pads. The boys make some noise. Oh, no. The umpire looks after us. I tell you what, this looked close. It pitched in line. It hit him in line. Was it going over? Yes, it was. Good decision, umpire. Well, every time we go to a new screen, we seem to lose a wicket. Neil Smith, I'm never pumping your tyres up again, bro. Perry comes round the wicket. Pjizma's had enough, and he pumps this to extra cover, takes him on and survives the direct hit. Oh, boy. Head lost, Tassie incoming. Well, do we look to up the tempo here? I think so. 65 off 111 is just not Pjizma territory as we get a straight one from Perry. We keep this along the carpet. It doesn't go for 4. The G's looking big today. And Pjizma just takes himself to 67. Pattinson round the wicket. And I tell you what, I'm going to pump up Andrew's tyres. 13 off 44 gives Pjizma a platform to start playing some shots as that's a little too wide. A couple of good old Nottingham teammates going toe-to-toe in the middle of the G. Pattinson rolls in for the last of his 11. He bowls it full. Pjizma steps across. And I'll tell you what, we might not be banging boundaries, but we're batting some time. And after 61, it's 177 for 6. Holland giving Pjizma the single on the leg side. Now, he does have to work it quite square. He goes straight and he almost knocks his off stump out the ground. Well, 70 off 133. I'll tell you what, the Vicks have been brilliant today. Does Pij get creative here? He goes a reverse sweep. Thank you very much. A little bit of confidence to step out your comfort zone, and you can add 40 a total. Superb cricket. So Holland going back to his old plan here of bowling super wide outside off stump, so Pij needs to cut. Well, guess what? We'll play and miss. Scott Boland into the attack for his third spell of the day. 1 for 39 off 10. He goes short and Pjizma whips this off his hips. Don't tell me it's fallen into his mitts. Oh, dearie me. We're falling to the short ball. It got up. No, it didn't. Pij whips it. And fine leg, his mate Jimmy Pattinson catches it. And just like that, he's gone again. 7 for 186. Well, I tell you what, you can't be too disappointed in him for trying. The score was at 180 for 6. He wanted to get on with the job. He'd been around for 142 rocks, and he got a short one finally. The pace of Boland not getting around his neck, more or less at his hip, and he's flicked it down to fine leg. His mate Jimmy Pattinson's taken a catch, and it ends what was a rock-solid innings. Finally, the tail wag for the Tassie Tigers, and we've put 260 on the board here, ladies and gents. We're picking up play with the first ball at the MCG for Pjizma Pant. Can he get it done? Let's see what he can do. Jimmy Seymour, Marcus Harris and Pjizma Pant. He rolls in for his first ball at the G. It's full fast and just missing the off stump. What's ball number 2 got in store? The first one looked good. Ball number 2 even better. Oh, Jimmy, you are going to have a tough day, son. He's got the knack of the in-swinger early doors in his spell. He hangs it wide and allows Seymour to get on the back. Todd, no run. 3 slips, a point, no cover, extra cover mid-on, mid-off. You know the drill as Pij comes in for the last. Seymour defends, and classic after 1 the Vicks. A none for none. Well, it's a little bit like last episode. Pjizma builds the pressure and the dots, and the AI take the wicket. Seymour gone for a duck. I told you he wouldn't last too long. Is it time for this bloke to start taking some wickets? He steams into the left-handed Harris, and look at the carry. His line and length early doors is so important for the momentum of his team as he's on a dime again, and Harris hits this uppishly. Couple balls left in Pjizma's second over. He rolls in and he beats the bat beautifully. Maidens for the big red, I think so. He strolls in for the last of his second, and mid-off does the London Bridge. Pjizma says, shut up, bro, I'll go and fetch it myself. Can he put in the dive? Oh, yes, he can. Only to be let down by the fielder again. Pij in for over number 3 as he's full, and just a nice little bit of shape back to Harris. Harris rather watchful with Pij as he rolls in for the last of his third. This gets worked to backward square, and after 5, the Vicks are 11 for 1. Just the 3 overs, the 2 maidens, the no wickets, and the 3 runs before an extended spell, and the Vicks take it to 106 for 3. Pjizma's first ball is being let down by the fielder again as Harris slashes this all the way to the cover point boundary for 4. Well, he might still be fatigued from that batting knock, but I tell you what, these Tassie boys don't want him anywhere near the wickets column. So first boundary conceded, and first a ball to match short. We bowl the leg cutter, he lifts it, and oh, there's one and one bounce to square leg. Dive forward, you idiot. What more does this bloke have to do? It's the last of the 34th. He bends his back, and Short gets in behind and defends. Another rock solid over from Pij. You keep doing you, son. Harris working for a baggy green here. He's putting a shift in for the Vicks as we get short to short, and he French cuts it for 4. Jesus. Well, we found the edge. Can we find some hands? The keeper couldn't dive as we get short again to short, and he gets underneath it. Pij just about hit him with a right hook. Well, I think Pij has seen enough. Just the 2 overs, and the rest of the Tassie Tigers get the job done. She's 169 for 6 as we roll in for our first ball to Sutherland. Solid partnership developing here for the Vicks. Can Pij go to his short plan? He can, and he hits Sutherland on the scone. Have some of that, you with your Weet-Bix, you goose. Well, I'll tell you what, he is fired up the big red. He goes to Sutherland, and this time he hits him in the face again. Shake that one off like Taylor Swift. Well, we've hit him in the face twice. Can we knock his stumps out the ground with this one? Oh, we tail his toes. He's quick on it, and he whips this one down to fine leg for 4. Yes, he does. None for 18 off his 6.5. Is he getting frustrated? I don't know. As the last of his 7th comes in, it gets hit to backward square, and after 50, the Vicks are 177 for 6. So another really important phase for Pjizma here. He rolls into Sutherland. He gets him on the back foot and lifts it to mid-off, no run. That big gap at cover, we might try and bait him in here. A full one outside off stump, and we beat the bat beautifully. Well, there we go. We can see he doesn't really want to go there. We come in for the last of our 8th as we're full, and he plays and misses again. Good finish to the over, Pij. And yep, it was a good finish to the over and the innings. Victoria getting knocked over for 188 in the 58th over. Pjizma continuing to build dots and pressure, just not the rewards. But Neil Smith, Gabe Bell and the boys put their head down and give the Tassie Tigers a 120 run lead going into the 18th over of the second innings. Pjizma's going to walk out to the middle again. We're getting straight into it because the Tigers have a match to win. Get behind the big dog. Let's catch him out in the middle. Well, a lead of 120 and the moment is now. Scotty Boland 2 for 16 at the top of his run up. Tassie 48 for 3, so nothing new there. He rolls in half volley. Pjizma with the inside edge and the tippity run. The boys make some noise and the umpire says no. Well, how does Pij go about this? They've got a cheeky buffer, but boy, if they collapse, this could be all over real quick. Holland comes in and he tosses this up. Pij getting on the front foot, showing some intent and just keeping it to a single. Well, a little frustrating without a wicket next to his name in the last few innings, but he is contributing nicely with the bat. Boland pitches this one outside leg again. Pjizma gets an inside edge and he comes back for another cheeky couple. Boland rolls in for the last of his 8th and the 20th. Pjizma looking good. A cheeky counter-attack as Boland comes wide and all Pjizma does is just work to his strengths. He works it off his leg. Does he come back for 2? He doesn't. He keeps it at 1 and that takes the Tassie Tigers to 65 for 3. Well, there we have it. Strange things happen at 69 for 3. That becomes 69 for 4 as Holland comes in for over number 4. Pjizma just finds the gap at extra cover and we've found ourselves in the middle with Bowie Webster again. Boland, the chief destroyer with 3. Johnny Holland looking for wicket number 1. He seems to be doing an A-OK job as he tosses this one up and we hit it to mid-off for no run. If we can get that lead to 200, then scoreboard pressure plays a big part in this one. Perry rolls in wide of the crease and Pjizma just leans on that. Oh, that's far too easy. He just taps it to square leg. It's not going to go for 4, but the boys come back for 3. Good running. Well, just when you thought Bowie Webster was going to lock in, he's gone too. I'm sick of pumping tyres. Neil Smith, you're not getting your tyres pumped. All we're going to do is ensure that he faces some dot balls as we hit this to the empty space at mid-off and get through for 1. The Vics know how to keep it tight. Pjizma faced a lot of balls in his 74 first up. Perry comes round the wicket and once again, the picket fences are attached. Oh, there's a long barrier. Oh, it's not even a picket fence. Turn it into 2, lads. Well, they're the little wins you need to have in the second innings of a match. The lead at 164. Perry in and Pjizma guides this to third slip. One spinner out, another spinner in. The informed Matty Short rolls in round the wicket, nice and straight to Pij, and he just plugs this through mid-wicket, picks up another picket fence. Neil Smith putting in a shift, 8 off 16. As Perry's round the wicket, he gets short and Pjizma just pulls this one. A little harder than he does to Alana Rhodes Docko, and it goes 4 to square to mid-wicket for no run. Well, I'm glad we didn't pump up Neil Smith's tyres because he's just let us down. As quick as he gets in, he goes out and Pjizma tries to sweep, turns that into a helicopter, ladies and gents, and he picks up 4. Gee whiz. We were not expecting that to happen. Matty Short, deal with that. He goes straighter this time. We play a more conventional cricket shot. We sweep this one backward a square. Pjizma puts his foot down and gets back for 2. Easy. Well, the tail is not wagging and the lead is only about 180. Can Pjizma pull a rabbit out of the bag here? He gets the reverse sweep out. He finds it backward of point. Does this go for 4? Yes, it does. Superb cricket. Perry's picked up his second wicket. He's 2 for 23 off 8.2. He gets short this time. Pij just stands back, rocks on to his heels and takes a single down to fine leg. Well, we survived the Sutherland over. Short continues and Pij goes over his head. He chances his arm. Does this go all the way for 4? It does. Superb counter-attack batting. Well, he tossed it up with mid-on and mid-off back, and Pij just went, thank you very much. A controlled, aggressive shot. One bounce straight down the ground. Well, he gets the lead to 195. Short goes again, and Pjizma steps on it. Does he get all of it? Yes, he does. It goes for 6, and there is 50. Thank you! All he was asking for was a partnership. He can't seem to get that, so he's just trying his best here as he finds a space out at backward point. It's not just the big shots that are getting him the runs, it's the maturity and placement, and this bloke is almost ready for international cricket. Well, the boys survive a late burst on day 2 from the Vicks. They survive and go into day 3. Scotty Boland opens up and Pjizma takes off from where he started. He comes back for 2 down a fine leg, good running. We said we wanted a lead of 200. We've got well over that with 4 lads in the shed. Boland steams in. Pij is very late on that. Boy, oh boy. Andrews down the other end has just relaxed Pjizma a touch. He's 58 off 77 and his partnership humming along nicely as Scotty rolls in. And Pij finds the middle of the bat to backward square. Comes back for yet another 2 and he gets himself into the 60s. Just as we get to the 50 partnership, Andrews kicks him over and we lose wicket 7. Perry in, Pjizma doesn't care. He throws the bat at this. Does it go over the boundary? Oh, it doesn't. He's gone. Well, there's the immaturity. They lose 1, they lose 2. Pjizma saw the field and the bowler. He wanted to take it downtown. Oh, and Scotty's taken the catch with the size of Pjizma's rod. Keeps his foot inside the boundary and he's gone. It's 8 for 155. Well, that is a head loss if I've ever seen one. Andrews dismissed, Pjizma gone the ball after, and the Tigers have been rolled for 177 in the 54th over, just given the Vicks a sniff at victory on home soil. They lead by 249 runs. We're picking up play with the first ball. Pjizma, he's fired up. He feels a little wild. There could be some short stuff coming at the Victorian Bushrangers here, but this is your moment, Tassie. Pull your shit together, stand up as one and go and get the victory. Here we go. James Seymour on a pair. Pjizma Pant ready to rock and roll. 3 slips a point, extra cover, no cover. He rolls in for the first ball. Seymour goes back and he defends. We're going to test him early doors with his cover drive. We're going to keep it full, flat, and fast, and we find his edge. And just like that, Pjizma's picked up 1. Thank you very much. That is superb. That's a pair for Seymour. We toss it up. The keeper jumps to second with the left juke and quack yourself off, Jimmy Seymour. Go and have a beer and find a chin strap for your helmet. Oh, what a way to get the innings going. The captain's pulled it together as he bowls to Hanscom. He's on his toes and he whips it square for no run. Oh, I couldn't get any better. Full, flat, fast and at the body of Hanscom as he whips it to square leg for no run. Well, here we go. Last ball of the first over. Hanscom faces Pjizma, steams in. It's fast at 152 clicks. It gets hit to mid-off. And after the first, the Vicks are none for 1. Well, we said he was wild. The head loss was there, but he's come in with some raw pace and picked up a wicket as our first ball to Harris is fast and flat as well. We're up in his grill. Well, it needs to be that way with this wild thing. He's got the dreads all over the joint. He steams into Harris, who hits him through mid-on. It's a good cricket shot, and we don't mind it. It's not going to go all the way for 4, but he'll pick up a carpool. You can see that Harris wants to play his shots. He's the form batsman of the team as we lengthen him up, and he gets on the back Todd for no run. You know what? We're going to go straight round the wicket to him. No piss farting around here. Pij rolls in with a change of plan, and this one goes straight onto the middle of Harris's bat for no run. The last ball of Pjizma's second. If we can just find a little bit of purchase on day 3, it would be nice. We kind of do. It angles away, and after 3, the Vicks go to 3 for 1. Well, he just bowls the 2 overs and says, that is enough. I'll have a 5-minute spell and let the boys get into their work. He comes in for over number 10 and he's past Harris's back. You can see he's got half a tank. He's still fatigued from the batting knock, but he's not going to knock him as there's the leading edge. Harris didn't want it there. It goes over mid-on and he picks up a very lucky 4. Well, it's there. Not the way Harris wanted it, but 4 more to him nonetheless as he hits this one over point. He's been smoking this fella, and I tell you what, he picks up another. Well, he's going to chance his arm. This is exactly what Tassie want. The Vicks pick up a couple of boundaries as he goes again. This time it goes to point, and he drops it, you fucking clown. Oh, what do you do? Oh, that is a soda. Jeezy peeps, man. Pij rolls in again. Can he pick up wicket number 2? He can't. The point fieldsman once again lets it go over his head for 4. You can get... Oh boy, 3 boundaries off the over and Harris is on a roll. Pij tosses this one up, points there again and he drops another one and it goes for 4. Far out, 16 off. Well, he just needs to compose himself here, find a length and the wicket. He starts a new over. This time Harris is on the back, Todd, and he punches it through mid-on. That is almost shot of the day. Well, we've changed the field. We're going to make Harris hit it over mid-on. We bring him right up next to the wicket. We tighten him up and he gets in behind and defends one. Finally. Oh, it was the dream start. We've conceded 5 boundaries in the last 7 balls as we roll into Harris and he whips this off his legs. I tell you what, he's got every shot in the book today and you can add 4 more to his total. Sutherland's faced 46 balls, so they've established themselves nicely, this partnership. Can we just continue to build up dots and pressure? Right, here we go. 16 off 51 and Pjizma on a mission. He gets short to Sutherland. He hits it, does he? How was that? Might have hit his ribs. The umpire says no. Well, his figures don't do him justice. There's 6 boundaries in that 29. So he rolls into Sutherland, will make it 7. He gets on the front, Todd, and punches it through cover. Like we say, a bigger gap than Lana Rhodes' bunda, and it goes for 4. Well, maybe the captain is a little bit of a burden in this innings. There's 85 to get as Pij comes in for his last ball, and after 43, the Vicks are 165 for 6. Coming for over number 7. Hanscom gets to 94. He's digging deep here as Pjizma just keeps him back in his crease and he whispers in his ear. A couple sweepers go out for Hanscom. We're happy to give him the 1. We roll him for the last ball and he gets on the back, Todd. Works it to mid-off. He takes a single and he gets himself to 95. Well, you can thank Pij for applying the pressure. Gabe Bell picks up 2 in his next, and the victory is well and truly here as we get full to Sutherland, and he punches it to point no run. All we need to do is close this one out. Another 5 dot balls, and we roll into Sutherland, who steps across. He hits a single out to the sweeper at square leg, and after 54, the Vicks are 194 for 8. And just like that, that was all she wrote. The Vicks bowled out for 201 in the 56th over. Pete Hanscom picking up 97. Suck Eggs' brother Gabe Bell picking up 4. Same with Tommy Andrews. Pij applying the pressure. And finally, the Tassie Tigers get the win in the Sheffield Shield. Pjizma and the boys lead from the front, put the runs on the board and get it done. Well, we are going to leave it there for today's episode, guys. Thank you so much for being with us. It was another roller coaster. Pjizma a little frustrated with the ball, only picking up the 1 wicket in the second dig, but we make up for it with the bat. I wouldn't mind a top order partnership. I'm sick of Pij batting with the tail. It's costing him hundreds. We get flustered, we get caught up, we end up getting done on the boundary, and the runs and average don't progress, but it is A-okay. The big fella's putting his foot down. He's putting his name in the hat for international selection, and hopefully he can get it done in the not-so-distant future. If you have enjoyed it, make sure you hit that thumbs up button. Leave a cheeky comment down below. Make sure you check us out on our live streams over on Twitch as well. But until next time, guys, look after yourselves and those around you, and I'll catch you in the next one.